It's amazing when you are able to use a simple strategy to make money in the stock market, and more still when you are able to impact other lives. I'm just so happy to share with you a student's testimony. This student started trading with $1,000, and their goal was to get to that point where they are able to make $10,000 a month. But on Thursday, she was able to make $3,200, and this week, just 4 days, Monday to Thursday, she was able to make $10,069. So this is just so amazing when you are able to help other lives. And now with this knowledge that she has learned, right, she's able to impact other people around her. She's able to teach her younger ones. She's able to teach her siblings. Like anybody around her, she's able to teach this skill to them. That is why I encourage you to spend time and learn how to trade and not follow signal and not depend on other people, so that you can take control over your financial life. You can take control over your trading. So in this video, I'm just going to show you the simple strategy that we use to be able to make money like this in the stock market. So I've already talked to us about the first 5-minute candle that I draw every day when I come to the market. So every day in the morning when I come to the market, after I've drawn my higher time frames, so I'll drop down to 5 minutes. And what am I waiting for? After the first 5-minute candle has been formed, I'm going to take a line and just draw like this for the first 5 minutes, and I'm going to draw it like this. Now, what am I going to do at this point? I'm going to drop down to lower time frames, to 1 minute time frame. And why am I doing that? Before I do that, I've already looked at market structure. I've already seen the direction of the market, and that is what we all do with my students. And if you are struggling with market structure, I have this video I've already done. You can go ahead and watch that video. It's going to help you. So when it comes to market structure, what do we mean? So the market moves in a particular direction. When the market is moving, you are going to see something like this: higher highs, higher lows. You are going to see it like this, and after that there's going to be a consolidation, and then it's going to also move down just like this. So when the market is moving, this is a structure that is forming. Now you as a trader, before you come to the market in the morning, you look at higher time frame and have a general bias what direction the market is going. So when you come now, you draw your first 5-minute candle. After you've drawn this first 5-minute candle, you are waiting. Now what will happen is that market makers, there's going to be some kind of consolidation. Market will just be consolidating for a while, but what are you doing? You are just waiting so that there is a breakthrough right here. So you are waiting for there to be a breakthrough out of this candle, and if there's a retest, then you are going to take the trade and then go up. Or another thing that you are waiting for is if the market breaks downward, you are also waiting for a retest to come and retest here, and then it goes down. Sorry about all the many lines, because I already have some lines here on my chart. So that's one thing that you are looking for. And after that, now what you are going to do next is that after it breaks through and it retests, now what you are doing is just to go to your lower part, right? You go to these bottoms, and you are going to try to catch your trade from there, and then catch it and ride it up. Every time when you are taking a trade, make sure that you do your best to catch it from the bottom. But the question is, how do you know? Now let me go to the chart, and then I'm going to show you the trick. So after you've drawn your first 5-minute candle, let's just watch and now see what happens in the market. So you are just watching, you are just waiting. Remember, the most important thing that you have to do as a trade on your trading journey is to learn how to be patient. So you are not taking any trade now because you are not seeing any signal that is telling you that you should take a trade. And one thing that I want you to take note of is that you should always stick to a simple strategy that you can see every day in the market. So it's not because you see candlesticks going up or candlesticks going down that you just take a trade. So right now it has broken down, right? It keeps coming and broken down, but it has not shown us any point of entry. So right there, you see what has just happened right there. So this is where we are going to take our trade, and then we are going to come down. And when you take this trade like this, where is your target? So right now, you see how it retested here. You see what happened. It comes like this, it breaks through, and then it retested here. Now it starts coming down. So this is where you take the trade. Immediately you see it as it retests here, it's telling us that this area is strong, and your goal is to take out your profit on this line down here. So you see exactly what is happening. Now when it comes down here, you can take your profit right here, especially as it starts to come backward right here. So that is how you trade over commas. So that is the first trade. After you've taken that trade, what next do you do? So if you want to take another trade again in the market, how are you going to figure out that trade? Or let's assume that maybe you were not there when the market opened, right? You were not there to draw your first 5-minute candle. What are you going to do after you come to the market and everything like this has already happened? Now this is the next thing that I want you to do. So all these strategies are in our book, The Daily Paycheck. And if you are interested to learn about our program, if you want any information, everything is going to be in the description box down below. And so far, Overcomer, if you are enjoying this video, I want you to go ahead and give it a thumbs up and go to the description box and just write simple strategy. And this is going to help me to keep showing you the simple strategies that we use in our program. So go ahead and put in the comment section that simple strategy. So generally, you've already seen that the market is on a downward trend. How do you know that? Because you look at past data and you see that market is going down. So what you are going to do next is that you just come here. What I always do is that I draw now my foundation zone at every pullback. So I'm going to come, I take this triangle right here and I'm going to draw a zone right here like this. So just watch what I'm going to do, and now I'm going to play and then we'll see how the market keeps going. So when the market now is going like this, you are just watching, you are just waiting, and now at this point you are going to start looking at your foundation zone. So remember, I just told you come to the market when you don't know, you don't have any particular place to enter in the market because the first 5 minutes has already gone. You see how I draw this foundation zone here and then it comes, price comes, look at what is happening. So this is what I want you to take note of. It comes and then it breaks through, it comes back and retests here. Where did it retest? Right here. And then now it starts coming down. So what are you going to do next? So let's go ahead and take this off so that we can see clearly what you are going to do. Again, you still come, you draw your foundation zone again, just like this, Overcomers. See what is happening. Now it comes here, it breaks through. Can you see it clearly? It breaks through here, it comes back and it retests here again. So when it retests, what do? You cash your trade down like this. Now, when you are going down, your target is going to be right here. So, and if it doesn't get here, what do? You take your profit, you come out of the market. Personally, I have a belief that I call see profit, take profit. When you see your profit, you take it and then you come out of the market. Now if you look here, you realize that the market started consolidating. So if it's consolidating like this, you see your profit, you take your profit and you leave the market. Originally your goal was to come back, your goal was to come out down here. So if you've already made some profit and then you see now, you are going to know that the market is reversing at this point. So you are going to take your small profit and you come out of the market. And if you don't, then if it comes out, remember, before you enter this trade, your stop loss is going to be directly above this foundation zone. So if it comes back and it kicks you out, then you go ahead and you come out with a loss. Those are the times that you can come out with a small loss from the market, when it is reversing. So traders, let nobody tells you that they will always make money in the market. There are times that you are going to take losses and it's perfectly okay. As a good trader, there are times that you are going to take losses in the market. You should be aware so that you don't beat yourself every time you make losses in the market. But the thing is, your losses have to be very tiny, but then your gains have to be very huge, right? So now at this point, we realize that the market has reversed and is now going upward. And if you see, and these are the areas where we are taking our trades. And Overcomer, one thing that I want you to know is that I don't need to be there to tell somebody that they should take the trade. I don't give signal, but I teach you the strategy, because this is something that when you understand, immediately you understand and you get that aha moment, then things will definitely change, because you have understood what you can do. You have the tool. The same trade that you are watching in the market is the same trade that I am watching, because you have understood exactly how to handle it. So Overcomers, I will encourage you to go ahead and back test it and practice it first of all on the simulation account. After you've practiced, then before you can take your hard-earned money and put in the market. And go ahead and check our description box if you need any information. If you want to work with me, go ahead and check the description box. You'll be able to book an appointment. You can also go ahead and check our book. Every information is inside. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Wish you all the best. Love you all so much.